with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Feel the hate, ain't it great? Now the world through. Eyes are open, you made it.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Today, the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration continues, and we've got a great one for you. Between the New Orleans Saints and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway at Hard Rock. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Let's go. 1918.
On play action, here's Shaw. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Arizona State. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's Shaw, first and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Shuck now on first down. Taking a chance to the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. And that's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
19.
To throw again here, it's Shaw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Gain 15 there. And that's good for a Saints first down. All set to go now from the 35. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. It's Tyler Johnson with the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hauled in by Olave, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. Motioning one of the tight ends. Etienne on third down. They're going to be working from the red end zone as he reaches the 16. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 16.
Off the play action, Chuck. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6, and it sets up second down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Throwing again on second down. Here's Shot. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up third down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Here we go, Shaq. 7, Panther 60, Panther 60. 19, Lion.
Third down, here's Shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Smith able to put it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I gotta guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. The play fake now. Willis to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Finds Hyatt. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Come on. Hit. Viking 18.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10 at the 39.
Fresh set of downs now from the 39. They go play action. Here's Willis. Chased out to his right. That's caught. Devon Achane. He's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Buffalo 18, 2. Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's Willis to the air. crosser. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to be first down Miami.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And the shotgun will give it to Achane. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score.
Here we go, set. Forward, Cowboy 80.
To throw, here's Willis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Goes to the hurry up here.
Loss of 6.
They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Here's a screen for Achane. He's able to get this down to the 13. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
It's 4th down.
Ready.
They'll throw for it. This is hauled in by Samuel. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the 2nd quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1 for 1.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Return starts from the goal line. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Sharp looking to pass here. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks. That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
First and 10. Here's Shuck. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this is gonna end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. They send a man in motion. On second and 10 now, here's Shuck. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hurt, hurt. 79 Bronco. Buffalo 18. 65, yeah, 65.
They'll throw, third and long. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Chuck now from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Here's ETN on first down. He'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. Second and 3 now.
Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Shuck working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they'll face a third and 3.
Yards to go.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get some late points and the lead. With the extra point, here's Smith. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints push their lead to 3. Reed now to kick this one away. Tolbert now to return it. Willis makes it up to the 25.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
18, rock, Bronco 80.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
It's now second and 10.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And 10 yards.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
7 Pirates, let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Into a crowd, and the defender comes up with it. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, 19 Lion.
Here's shot, 1st and 10. That's him on the quick hitter. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Last name 19.
Shot. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Smith able to put it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Tolbert now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Throwing on first down, Willis. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. He creates space to take that shot downfield.
On the ready.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Andrew Booth. And the Saints get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
And we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal. But you get interception and chunk yards with it, that is a gold star effort.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Shot to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints will add to their lead at the end of the half. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, kid, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints bumped the lead up to 13 points. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. 2-2 Atwell, now to return it. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Reed now to kick this one away. Atwell now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Come on, go!
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Go!
Willis in the pistol. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19. Deputy. 19, Tiger, 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now Shuck to throw. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints push their lead further to start the half.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
For the extra point, here's Smith.
Extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints push the lead to 20.
27. Dolphins 7.
Reed now to kick this one away. Atwell now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Atwell on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10.
Step 60. Step it in.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is a Dolphins first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's Willis to the air. He'll drop this down to Achane. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Here we go. Start. Street. Cougar. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready?
Willis. It's his running back. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down Miami.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
18. Pioneer. Bronco 80.
They go play action. Here's Willis. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down around the 34.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, the big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Check go.
Playing with Achane here out of the gun. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Not doing one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Offense to the line fast.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the Saints 20-yard line.
Here's Willis. Into the end zone, but not brought in. He falls incomplete. And will bring up third down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther go.
Throw here, third down. Brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Trying to run it in. Achane. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
from the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready? Viking 18.
Moss will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal.
19. Here we go, set.
A play fake, now Willis to throw. Buying some time right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
They'll leave the offense out there and try 4th and goal from the 4.
Come on, set. 60 by 6. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
They'll throw for it. Shovel pass to his back. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Shump. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Here's Shump. Buys time, rolling right. And this one does not go far.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Saints up by multiple scores, and they've got the football. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd.
Set.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Looking to return from the 29. Through the 40. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the Saints' 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go. Cougar 70 Timberwolves. 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Warriors 70. Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
40. Here comes 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Willis now. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Ready, ready?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they pick him off again! Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19, 18.
Off the play action. Chuck. Lofts it deep right side. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Tyreek Stevenson has it. So he'll get the return right up to about the midfield stripe before he goes out of bounds.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Ready up.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
70, 60 Eagles, 60, Cup 19, Cup 19, go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. One's cut along the left sideline. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They get 23 on that one. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath. And when you do, there's completions like that to be had.
They're all over that screen ball. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense up to the line fast.
19 Tiger, 19 Lion, Panther 11, Panther.
Willis to throw it. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Wilson to throw again. This is hauled in by Atwell. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
To throw. Shuck. Cut out left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
70 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 run. 18 run.
Shuck looking to pass here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he set out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
50-yard line.
To throw, Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Shuck to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
18, Pioneer.
Third down, here's Shuck. Complete beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Saints, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Saints.
Now give to ETN running right. That's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be second down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Cougar 19.
They're going to pass it here. Short pass caught by his tight end. Oh, he rocks that tackler. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Going in